Hello everyone, this is Jeannie. This is a video response for a challenge being hosted by Michelle Tittle here on YouTube, and I will link her challenge video down below. She is hosting a Craft Your Style challenge with entries due on August the 15th. They must be in hand by August the 15th. I decided to make ATCs. I originally made 2 ATCs and then went back and was looking at her video to prep for this video response and realized that she had a 3 ATC minimum requirement. So I made 2 ATCs for this specific challenge, and the third ATC that I'm sending in is one that I did make, but I made this one as part of the challenge that I was hosting, the Your Home State Pocket Letter Challenge. I made some ATCs to give to the winners, and I made extra ATCs and I had them in my stash. So I'm going to send Michelle one of my New York City themed ATCs so that I have the 3 required for the challenge. So I'll quickly show you the New York City ATC, and I'll link the video explaining this ATC. I won't go into much detail in this video because I explained it in one of my other videos. So there's the back. Okay, the new ATCs are this one, and there's the front, there's the back, okay, and this one, there's the front, and there's the back. So let me get both of these ATCs in frame. These are the 2 ATCs that I made for Michelle's challenge. And to make these ATCs, what I used was, I will show you, I used stickles. These, the blue, the green, the red, and the black are all stickles. I use stickles for that in those colors. Okay, and for the background, if you can see the shimmer in the background, I used a combination of Dilutions ink sprays and Tattered Angels spray. This is the Tattered Angels that I used. And it doesn't, does it have a name? No, it doesn't have a name. It was part of a pack that I picked up at Tuesday morning, but it has a bit of an orange tinge with tons of the glitter and glimmer that we all love from the Tattered Angels glimmer sprays. And then the inks that I used were by Dilutions. I used this Tangerine Dream, and I believe I also used, yes, this Pomegranate Seed, which is a nice red. The tangerine is orange, so I had red orange, and then I used some of this slate gray, and I got all of these from Tuesday morning. I also used this Tattered Angels glimmer spray, so I used a red and I used an orange. Okay, and then, as I said, I used my stickles. Then, of course, I used my distress inks. I used black soot, and I also used the ripe persimmon. So what I did was I laid down a layer of the ripe persimmon, then I sprayed it with the Dilutions ink in the Tangerine Dream Pomegranate Seed. I let that sit for a little bit before I sprayed on some of the slate gray, and then I did a layer over that with the Tattered Angel spray. I also used this background, kind of like, it's paper. I don't know, here, filigree. There you go. It's filigree peacock paper. And I got this at Tuesday morning. I got a bunch of this. And I cut off some sections and sprayed it with the Tattered Angels spray. Yes, that's what I did, because I didn't want, and I used a little bit of black soot just to darken it a little bit because it was a little too bright. I wanted the card to kind of have a darker vibe to it, with just the background kind of being a source of light, if that makes sense to anyone except me. And then I used my Chit Chat verbiage, Tim Holtz ideology. There you go. Sticker pack, and selected some words that I thought were appropriate for the ATCs, and that's what you have here. This kind of like pieced together look, the way I accomplished that was, once I cut the ATC out, I cut it again into, once I cut the 2.5 by 3.5 size, I went in and I cut them in not quite half, but into pieces, and then pieced it back together and got an extra piece of this same, this is watercolor paper, this paper, pieced a third piece of watercolor paper across the top, so it looked like, you know, kind of pieced together. And these birds, they should look familiar. They were part of a haul from Tuesday morning. You guys will remember these. Okay, I picked these up at Tuesday morning, and I was determined to use them. I've had a lot of ideas for these, ATCs being top of my list, and I have a few more ideas for the remaining 3, but I was happy that I finally got to do the ATCs. So, and then of course I went in with the black soot, distress ink, and inked the edges, and I glued on my embellishments, so you have a little bit of dimension. So I'm pretty happy with the way they turned out, and I will be mailing these to Michelle. Hopefully they will arrive in time for her challenge, and like I said, I'll link her challenge video down below so that you can check her out. So thank you everyone for watching. I truly do appreciate it. Until next time, bye bye.